Happy Sunday. It's raining here in the Reading, PA area, wherever you might be at in the world. And I don't run live video very often. I didn't realize I could do it. So pick this up. It's going to end up going to the scrapyard. They've made these units as cheaply as they can. At least they still got a metal hood on these, but for craps and grins, I'm going to pull the engine out of this, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm curious, number one, but it's never a good idea to run your oil down that low. So maybe if we're really lucky, it's just a bent push rod. If it is a bent push rod, I'll talk to Mr. Miller about fixing that up. I'm trying to restore it, but ooh, we did free it. So let's take the valve cover off this, and we'll see if that's actually what's going on. Boy, you can't find the 3/8 in there, can you? 11/32. It's a 10 millimeter. You don't want to do that. Normally I'll just pry this off before I hurt myself. So, I'm going to say it's definitely not valve related. It's definitely because it was running without oil there. For as long as he probably had owned it. Like I said, there's just a tiny bit on that dipstick. But for craps and grins, yeah, that battery is shot too, but we'll just keep pulling it apart with the hell. Air filter doesn't look great, but doesn't look terrible. There's the jumper cables. Looking for that other unit, but put it back in the pickup. We'll turn it over for entertainment. See where we'll go with this. It'll actually blow up, punch a hole through the back of the block. Irreversible damage. Oh, I wasn't the only one stuck out on a bike today. Yeah. Oh. Nope, that's just water. Let's pull the rest of it. The old speed wrench. Biscuits. That doesn't happen every day. Starter's good on this. It's not the problem. I got my lift tied up on the other side of the garage here, but these muff cans are kind of a pain in the butt because they're tucked up under this crappy cover, and that presents a little bit of a problem Because you either pull the 2 bolts here, or you pull the 4 bolts that are here for the muff can protector, which is should be 3/8. So we'll pull those, just because I don't really feel like dealing with that muffler. Need my universal. Find that universal. No universal. I don't know where it's at. Work smarter and not harder. It's the only thing that Briggs and Stratton valve cover is good for, is collect them bolts. So sometimes, you know, these get out of whack, but like I said, it just doesn't seem like let's see if we can turn that a little bit more. That thing has definitely biscuit in it. Since it's already on the compression part of that, there's no room to really get under that. Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. Nope, probably not. That click is ominous, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely. At least it spins a little bit more freely, but sometimes what happens is that detent mechanism gets spun off this. So let's see if we can find a way to lift this up to drop the shiv out of it. Normally I would use a regular mower jacket. You can see on my other videos, this is not the appropriate way to do this. So you can see the jack wants to slide. Let's see if we can apply some of that garbage. It's a 13 millimeter that holds it up there, but you can kick the guard in on this side as well. Hopefully I don't knock it down on myself. That's merely just to get around that belt. It's going to be a 5/8 bolt in the bottom there that we're going to pull out, hopefully. Going to have to remove the deck pin because you can't sneak by that without having the drawbar in the way.
Hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday so far. Bow ties. Yep. I don't need that anymore, right? Look at that. That will drop, so watch your leg or your fingers or whatever's in there. Let's get the 5/8. The 5/8. And let's see if we can do it without hooking up the noisy air compressor. Everything but, right? 9/16. And 5 metric in there. 11/16. Now, let's see. That says 5/8, but I didn't want a deep socket. Oh, the sun's coming out. Where's the rainbow? Need more power. There's all the torque in that. Boy, that hipper there, it's done. The old hipper. here. Let's see, 14. Digging. Wall chain over here. There's a 14. 14. Weepy leaky. Weepy leaky. Thanks for hanging out. Probably can't see a whole lot because I don't have somebody operate a camera. But there are 4 14mm bolts on the bottom here. That son of a biscuit off. And yep. There we go. Now, smart thing would be to empty the remaining oil out of there, I guess. Again, this is not good. Not good at all. He was facing downhill when this stopped in the yard. Actually, I think he may have said his wife may have been running it at the time. Usually it's the wife on almost all of them, but oh no, there was water in there. Should never leave this pump outside. I always use the extractor because I really hate pulling that little plug there. At least it's better than what they used to do. They used to, put a piece of MPT black pipe on that or whatever, and have like a 90 sweep or whatever the hell was in it, with a plug, with that same plug on the end of that, and then people would not loosen them right, and they'd end up either turning the pipe all the way out of here, and then they'd screw it back in and screw up the threads, or not put dope on it, pipe dope on it, or anything. I think it is. It did blow up in the bottom. Oh, biscuits. I hope it's sucking oil out. When it gets wet. Should have realized that. Dump below it out on the bottom. Yikes. Pretty clean oil coming out of the bottom of the unit. That was from another job.
I had that happen on a customer's driveway. I'm glad he was cool. That's why I like servicing people's crap in the at their homes. Don't look terrible. You know that's not the problem though. Make sure I got this on here tight. Make sure I got that. I have to pull the throttle cable off on the other side. And just so you know what size that is, it's a T 2.5 for the little bolt on this side. I'll pull there's fuel in it, son of a biscuit. Where are my fuel nippers? Work harder, not smarter. And make sure you pull your solenoid for your fuel shut off. Just stupid. One more thing they plug into the path of crap. Guess you don't need to because it's all attached to that side. Make sure you pull the return breather for your blah blah blah. And oh, you can hear the clunk clunk. The amazing part is I don't see any holes in it. Maybe I do right there. Let's look at this real quick. Don't see any holes. They call them Briggs and Cracken, and sometimes when they smack on the backside of these blocks, they actually bust through. But you can definitely hear the parts clattering around in there. I think that's 13, by the way. 13 or 12 or ½ inch. It's 13. Son of a biscuit's really in there. Not sure what. But those guys are wow. Let's see if changing devices makes that any better. I don't think it will. do you think we're going to see inside there? Mayhem and destruction. I don't know, is anybody sleeping watching? One person. Oh, thank you for hanging out with me. It's a lonely life. Hopefully it's not so hot and humid in your neighborhood. And I have to get a pretty sure I got all the bolts. Yeah, it's coming up. Just not as fast as I wanted it to. Not as easy as I wanted it to. If you pry in here, make sure you're as gentle as you can be because the surface is not that great. Hey! Struggle is real. Hey! Gonna have to try to pry that up a little more, I guess. Because they get stuck over on this side. Come on. There you go. Oh, yeah. Whew. Broke in half. Let's see. Damage to the bottom side of this. Well, here's all the icky gooey. Is there a light on here? Can we? I don't know. I guess I can't run a light, but it's black. That's pretty black. Let's dump that on the dash cam for a minute. And so governor's okay, I guess. Do we have any empty containers for broken schmutz? That's not good. Not good. Not good. Detent mechanism's completely gone and wiped out. And so the cam shot. Crank journal is shot. Crank itself is broken. So even if you wanted to try to fix it, that crank is split in half. Let's see if I can split it in half all the way. There's the detent mechanism, and I bet you this probably had a little bit to do with this whole engine catapulting or exploding. This detent mechanism sits in here, and when it's not spinning in motion, it provides an extra bump for decompression on the intake valve, if I remember correctly. Right, is that the intake? Might be the exhaust. I don't remember right now. Anyway, so that's probably where that started at. Now I got some metal debris in my hands. Should probably wore some gloves. So you know, other than that, I mean, this engine's perfect. These Briggs and Strattons have been a problem for a long time, so I'll probably pull the starter off it just to have a starter around in case somebody calls and they want a starter. I'm really trying to stop repairing stuff altogether, but it's hard to say no to people. Let's see if we can bust that out. I mean, I'm sure it stopped abruptly. Let's see if we get, there's a piece of metal stuck in behind it, it looks like too. So this is all the scrapyard. I mean, the cam itself is like $120. Last time I checked, they were back ordered. Gaskets, probably $15. I might have some laying around here, but you know, you've already seen I've been at this 40 minutes just to pull it apart and then buy parts and put it back together. And go on Facebook Marketplace and find one for probably $300-400. Call it a day, and not have to worry about what kind of damage actually occurred. I mean, I could look inside this cylinder and see what that looks like, but see if we can squeeze that off there. That actually might have been salvageable to some extent. Keys over here break out, but because it's split, I have to buy one of those too. So they just simply slide down and fit over the top of that keyway. Let's see if I can spin it to show you there's more broken pieces down in there. Grab a grabber. Yeah, that drums. Oh yeah, the whole thing's kaplooied. Your weed's busted. It cracked it. You can see it cracked it right here. So, yeah, that's what happens when you run it without oil, or if the oil is low, or you don't change your oil. You should really change it every once in a while. It's unfortunate. Oh shit, I just cut my head open. That's nice. Nice sharp piece of metal on this rag that I was using to wipe my forehead. And hopefully you have a good Sunday. We'll put the deck back on here because it's not worth doing a whole lot of anything with.